Broadside, day 600. 600! That's right, 600 days of nonsense and discourse, and no particular order, about really nothing in particular. Yesterday was MLK Day, the federal holiday that commemorates the fallen civil rights leader who was offed early on in his life by our own government, which is kind of funny because, not funny that he died, that's very sad, but it's funny that the FBI on like its Twitter account or whatever, like commemorates the holiday by talking about how great a man he was, and it's like, y'all kind of helped in his death. But nevertheless, I don't have a problem with on MLK the banks shutting down. It is a federal holiday and there is federal ties to the banking industry. However, I do have some problem with the ABC store being closed. I ran out of bourbon yesterday and was really requiring an old-fashioned later in the afternoon after being outside in what was a cold, well, it wasn't really cold, it was a brisk but wonderful day. I spent all day outside just doing several things and whatnot, and it sleeted or slat on me at one point, but that was okay too. Yeah, when I got inside, I wanted to muddle up some stuff, you know, and I realized to my displeasure that I was out of a certain thing that kind of helps the old-fashioned process really get most of the way down the road. I mean, I could have put some simple syrups and some orange peel and some bitters together, but it really doesn't do the trick. So I feel like MLK, had he lived to the age that he should have been allowed to live to, he probably would have been for the same thing. You know, why are we shutting down the ABC store? If you want to celebrate, what goes better with celebration than alcohol and Kool and the Gang? I think it was Kool and the Gang that sang that song, that popular wedding song that everybody's celebration lasts throughout the year. So bring your good times and your bourbon too. We gonna celebrate with an old fashioned or two. I just made that up. All right, so listen, that's all I have to say about that, really. I'm headed to Lowe's right now because I have to drop off something that I bought too many of the other day, and I gotta say, you know, the lumber cart issue is always a problem. Trying to find a lumber cart. Home Depot puts them all out in the parking lot so they're all wet. That's kind of dumb. But then Lowe's doesn't seem to have enough, or they've got ones that have orders on them already, and I am not above taking the order off and putting it on the floor and taking the cart, because I mean, who are we trying to pacify here? The person that's ready to buy now, or somebody that's ordering for the future? I don't know if they've prepaid or not, but I got lumber to buy. I got whatever to buy, right? But here's the thing. I have a problem with the whole, like, Home Depot, Lowe's, regular shopping cart thing, right? Like, if you go to Costco, those are regular looking shopping carts, but they're like vastly oversized because they know you're going to buy like 812 avocados and, you know, 14 pounds of lemons and all this stuff, and you need a bigger cart to put all this crap in. Yet Lowe's and Home Depot, most of the stuff they sell, you know, you can't even fit a ceiling fan in like one of their carts, which is kind of dumb. So on the lumber side, you got that. But then on the other side, you got stuff that just doesn't fit. Plus they've got, and I guess it's so that the carts can somehow nest together, but they got those little upside down U's on top of the carts, which stop you from putting like, you know, something long and you know, like a board. If you just got like a 12-inch project board or something, you can't even leave the son of a bitch flat because they got those stupid U's that just, hey, you want to just come with an angle grinder, or better yet, just leave the angle grinders with the batteries on them and we'll just go to the tool section, saw those things off, and we'll just keep on trucking, because you can't put, you got people stuffing stuff up underneath and everything. It just doesn't work. They neither need Costco sized carts or carts that have like flip down bedsides or something, or just more modular carts, because most of the stuff they sell is oblong and weird shaped and all that stuff. I mean, go buy 2 rolls of insulation or something and figure out a way to get that crap to the front of the store. You know, it's just dumb. And don't get me started on like tile and stuff. It's just, it's crazy. Like you need, yeah, they got those flat carts, but go try to find one. And I'll tell you another thing, right? One thing where Home Depot wins. Home Depot typically will put the fence pickets in the lumber section with what? The wood. It's amazing. Lowe's puts that shit out in the garden center. And I think they do it to appease the homeowner. The DIYer that's going to build something with Gene Hackman every weekend. You know, he's going, I'm going to build a fence. They have no idea what they're doing. And so they got to go buy the pickets. And so they put the pickets out in the garden section. Meanwhile, if you do fences like every day of your life, that's got to be like miserable. You got to go in the lumber section And anytime I build a fence or do something with fencing, I like go in and I buy my 2x4s and my posts and everything and my concrete. I'm gonna put that in the truck, and then I got to go all the way down to the other end of the store with my truck, and then go buy all 300 pickets you need, because it's just ridiculous, Put it with the wood, Lowe's. I mean, it's just stupid what y'all got going on. And if you ever rent a U-Haul, you got to use some deception. If you're gonna rent a U-Haul that has like a tow dolly, right? You don't tell them you're going to go pick up a Chevy Tahoe, because they won't rent it to you. Because those things, according to them, have like a capacity of like 1,300 pounds. Only vehicle that you ever rent for, as far as they know, is a 1987 Honda CRX. That's what you're going to get. That's it. Nothing more, nothing bigger. Don't tell them a Prelude. Don't tell them a Civic. You're getting a CRX. That's all you get. Found one. It's a barn find. It's got 40,000 original miles. I'm going to rebuild the motor, put a new clutch in it, and whoa, put that thing out on the road. So I need your tow dolly, my good man, post haste, to hook up to my Honda Ridgeline or whatever kind of faux truck you're driving that had some reason has a tow hitch on it, and it shouldn't. No Honda Ridgeline should have a tow hitch on it. It's un-American, and it's also embarrassing that those things are called trucks. But yeah, it's Honda CRX. That's where you stay. That way they'll rent it to you, and there will be nary a problem, unless you try picking up a 3/4 ton Suburban, and it just rips the tow dolly right out of your vehicle, because it's really not meant for that much weight. Don't go too heavy, but don't go silly and tell them what you're really doing with that thing. And I think it's odd that Camp David is, you can just Google Earth Camp David and like zoom in and look at all the property and everything. It just seems kind of weird, because it doesn't even show up on like whatever mountain range park that thing is situated in over in like I think it's in Maryland. It doesn't even register because it's a secret presidential retreat and all. But and little known fact, I don't even think Trump ever went there, or he went in there like a handful of times, where everybody else is going there like every other weekend. But I just find it odd that you can just Google Earth some of this stuff that you would think would be a little bit more sensitive to drones or whatever. And I'm sure they'll shoot your drone out of the sky, but it's odd that you can even do recon over Google Maps. And I think if you've ever for any circumstances, whether it was in jest or in seriousness, yelled YOLO, you need to be left out of this country's force and deported to some third world country, preferably something that has a little bit more socialism involved, so that you can really realize how bad your life sucks, because you suck as a person. Get it?